I think the next space in focus, of course, that we want to talk about is telecom. And I think the pre-open rates are up on your screen. And maybe we should make a quick mention of how they're starting, especially Vodafone Idea. And we look at Bharti and some of the others, Indus, etc. as well.
1% higher, yeah. On Bharti, the rate is about 1% higher right now. Overall, the Nifty is up about 60, 70 points in the pre-open. Vodafone Idea is the one that we should focus on. Now, what happened was over the weekend, post-market close on Friday, there were a slew of reports that were suggesting that the government could be looking at some sort of a relief on the AGR dues. Money Control also had, was reporting this, and the expectation is, remember, the original AGR sort of hit was almost 1.5 lakh crores, and now the reports are suggesting that there could be a relief coming in worth almost 1 lakh of crores, which is on the interest on the penalties and the interest on the penalties. Now, what could this mean for the incumbent players? Let's go across to Balaji Subramanian, Vice President at IIFL Securities. Now, Balaji, these are reports, unconfirmed, don't know. Some of them suggest there could be an announcement in the budget, but not sure. First of all, would you pencil in this in your estimates right now that the relief, if at all, could be as much as 1 lakh crore rupees?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me on the show. At this moment, we do have media reports, and beyond that, we don't know, what exactly are going to be the modalities. So I'm afraid, beyond what is there in the ET article that came over the weekend, we don't have any specific inputs as to whether these dues are on their way. But that said, if these due waiver were to materialize, then it will be a significant positive, especially for Vodafone Idea, considering that not only is the waiver likely to be the largest for them, but that it would also be a significant step in terms of boosting their debt-raising prospects. So two of the hurdles which came in the way of Vodafone Idea's debt raising were one, the significant bank guarantees that they were required to furnish. That has been waived off by the cabinet last month. And now, if there were to be a meaningful waiver of AGR dues, then their chances of a debt fund raise significantly go up. And that would also mean that they would be able to execute the 50 to 55,000 crore capex plan that they had outlined as far as their fundraising.
Balaji, right now, Vodafone is a 10 rupees stock, and because of this excitement, it's up about 10%, but the caveat is a 10 rupees stock, which is up 10%. What is your rating? Vodafone has always been like a 0-1, it's like an option. What is your current trading if you have coverage, and what's the view?
So my view is that, on this news, there can be a clear upside, because this 52,000 crores relief that the media article mentions is about 6-7 rupees per share for Vodafone Idea. I think some of it is in the price, and some of it, assuming that the benefit fructifies, there could be some, pop in the stock because of this development. But, fundamentally, some of the challenges still persist because of a weak consumption environment. We saw how, Vodafone Idea saw a fair degree of churn even after the tariff hikes, and the capex program also needs to be quickly ramped up so that the 2G to 4G upgrades start happening, and there is some consumption weakness at the lower end of the pyramid. And even after all these benefits, you have pretty meaningful cash payouts, that are due from FY26, FY27 onwards, because most of the almost 2/3 of the government payouts for Vodafone Idea pertains to spectrum payments. So these are still there, and my sense is that even with after all these potential relief measures that one is talking about, the company still faces an uphill task. So I think in the long run, all these things have to fall into place for any meaningful upside from the current stock price levels. But yeah, in the short term, there can be a meaningful pop.
Okay, I mean 5 rupees basically, right? 7,000 crore is the share capital, and 35,000 crore is but potential relief. So that's about $5 straight up. Balaji, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us. Quick view, but very useful for our viewers this morning. It's extremely widely, probably one of the most widely owned stocks in the country as far as retail shareholders are concerned. But this is a big if, relief and relief at this scale. Both have to happen for this, for what we're talking about. For now, of course, markets are reacting and pressing the button.